Rey Mysterio just can't catch a break. Bro will have trust issues for life now. He can't trust his best friends. He can't trust his protege. He can't even trust his son. Well, maybe he had that one coming. And you see, well, excuse me, a message from Rey Mysterio.
For the record, I did play WWE 13, and I did spank his ass. Booyaka!
Rey Mysterio, thank you for your message. You know, people, I didn't expect much from this episode of SmackDown, but I was genuinely surprised. We actually did get some meaningful stuff. For example, Santos Escobar turning heel, a new version of the damaged Turtle, Kevin Owens being absolutely hilarious on commentary, LA Knight roasting the shit out of Grayson Waller. My man really said that Grayson Waller effect sounds like some kind of an STD. That's the type of shit I would say. I guess I'm just almost as cool as LA Knight. We share luscious foreheads, that's for sure. So people, let's get into SmackDown. Of course, before that, you know what to do. Are you guys struggling from small peepeism? Small coco jumboism is a serious condition where you just kinda lag these few extra inches. Well, I just have the right solution. With just one click of a button. If you guys click that like button, you know, it grows. And you no longer have to suffer from small peepeism. So the show kicks off with Kevin Owens joining commentary because Corey Graves and Carmella had a child. Congratulations. And the show kicks off with Rey Mysterio and the LWO. And Rey Mysterio says if it weren't for the brass knuckles, I would still be
The United States champion. I promise I'll do whatever it takes to get a rematch.
I'll admit, I didn't even notice that Santos Escobar spot at Crown Jewel. Someone on Twitter posted it and I was like, oh shit, we're going to see a heel turn on SmackDown. So basically, they even showed it right here. You can clearly see Santos Escobar left the brass knuckles in the ring. Like, that's on purpose. There's no way to excuse that. So that's why we got Carlito. And Carlito says, I wish you were the United States champion as much as the next guy, but look, you're blaming the wrong people. It was Santos Escobar who left the brass knuckles for Logan Paul. So of course Carlito and Santos Escobar started arguing. Rey Mysterio is confused.
Drama, familia drama all over again? No, not Booyaka. Not Booyaka one bit. As a matter of fact, I would say it's not even 619.
Santos Escobar left and Rey Mysterio went after him. Oh my god, that looks like the final boss. Bobby Lashley made a spectacular entrance. And that's when we got Bobby Lashley versus Carlito, which seemed like something out of 2006. I absolutely love it. The match was actually pretty good as well. I don't remember the last time we've seen Bobby Lashley in singles competition. That was probably last week, but I don't remember. This ain't working lately, people. After every video, people are like, did the Great One just call the Bloodline the Judgment Day 6 times in one video? Yes, I did. It happens. So I enjoyed the match, but of course, as you can imagine, the Street Profits tried to get involved. We got the LWO, and even Santos Escobar, who helped. Of course, we still got that distraction. Bobby Lashley took the W, which is the right call, I get it. Carlito looked pretty strong during this match though, which is great. And then they continued on beating Carlito, and Santos Escobar just stood and did absolutely nothing, which again proved us he is a bit of an asshole, you know, he is turning heel, he's a bad guy. Until Rey Mysterio came out with the save, and he doesn't understand why Santos Escobar is acting like a coward. So Santos Escobar and Rey Mysterio keep arguing. Rey Mysterio goes on to check on Carlito until Santos Escobar just snapped and attacked his mentor. You bastard. It was supposed to be me and you. It was supposed to be me and you. Rey Mysterio slaps him, pushes him, until he kinda rolls out of the ring, and Rey Mysterio says, I'm sorry. I acted out of line. Santos, I love you. It's all about familia, you gotta understand. And Santos Escobar pushed him into the ring apron. Rey's leg got stuck in the steel steps or whatever, and Santos Escobar tried to break it, that dirty bastard. We see Zelina Vega crying, why are you doing this? Rey Mysterio keeps telling us it's about familia. We see the LWO helping Rey Mysterio. Oh my god. When asked why did you do this, he simply said Rey Mysterio asked for this. I don't remember him doing that. I'm not sure why would you turn on Rey Mysterio. The man just had his heart broken a year ago by his son. His son traded his father for a fat ass, is what WWE will not tell you, but that's the storyline. You know, once he got just choked by Rhea's legs and he said, I like that. That's what happened, basically. That's what happened, people. So, I'm not sure why would he do that, but I guess we saw it coming. I kept talking about it because, you know, he kinda got robbed. First of all, Rey Mysterio won the United States Championship when it was supposed to be Santos Escobar in a match, and then he lost against Rey Mysterio in a match, and now he feels like it should have been him as the United States Champion, so the jealousy just got the best of him, you know, unfortunately. And I really hope this is going to work out. We saw Santos Escobar at Crown Jewel with some swag. You know, he looked really good, and I hope that's what they're going for. I can kinda see it working out. I'm not sure if there is a long-term plan though, but I absolutely love this. It was well done. They didn't drag it for way too long. It was effective. Love it. My heart was broken. Then we see Bayley, and apparently she didn't know about Kairi Sane helping Io Sky at Crown Jewel. So she calls them out, we see them, and apparently everybody else knew. You see, Bayley is concerned because the last time we've seen Kairi Sane in the WWE is when Bayley kinda got her out of the WWE, I assume. I honestly don't remember. Kairi Sane says, Bayley, I forgive you. And Io Sky said all it matters is that she helped us retain the championship, so they hugged it out even though Bayley didn't want to do that. We see Bianca Belair and she says, well, I don't forgive you. And a lot of people don't like Damage Control. So we got Charlotte Flair, we got Asuka, and they set up a 6-woman tag team match in the main event of SmackDown. I thought it was going to be some random ass tag team match, but thankfully we got something really cool. We got another Dragon Lee versus Cedric Alexander match. These are always fun, and the crowd actually popped. We got This Is Awesome chants, which is nice to see, especially for someone like Cedric Alexander who really struggled in the WWE. This match gave me Cruiserweight Classic type of vibes. I loved it. We did see a few botches, you know, unfortunately, and one of them was really scary where Dragon Lee landed on his head, but apparently everything is fine. Of course, Dragon Lee won the match, which is good, I get it. I just want Cedric to get a W once in a while. Once, please. Then we saw LA Knight, and he says he wished he could say that he fell short or didn't live up to the expectations. Everybody chanted, yes you did, but he would be a liar. He says Jimmy Uso needs to get a raise, because if it wasn't for Jimmy Uso, we would be looking at the new WWE champion. He's not finished with the bloodline. We see Grayson Waller, and he says, do you really believe you belong in the ring with Roman Reigns? And LA Knight just absolutely destroyed this guy in the microphone. Grayson Waller sounds like some kind of an STD. He made fun of him getting dropped by a Saudi movie star at Crown Jewel. I see you got your $5 haircut right here, ready to take your school pictures. The only problem is when I look at you, I just get a feeling you're not allowed within 15 yards of a school, you feel me? Called him a nonce. He really did that. He also mentioned how much shit Grayson Waller talked on X, like some kind of an incel. You can't get a boy out of his mother's basement, but you can't get mother's basement out of a boy. And Grayson Waller typically, you know, points at a crowd. They're the, you know, basement living creatures. But LA Knight is about to take every bit of anger and frustration he has out on Waller, with everybody saying LA Knight. That was perfect. So we got the match. Really good. Grayson Waller is also kinda underrated in my eyes. Every time he's in the ring, I get something exciting. You know, I like his matches, I like his style, I think he's good. Kevin Owens was great on commentary as always. Of course, LA Knight won the match. And Kevin Owens had a lot of fun with the monitor. He kept drawing things and it was absolutely hilarious. Not sure how real this is. This looks like some kind of a SmackDown vs. Raw 2009, I believe, cutscene. But this was hilarious. You know, he was having a lot of fun. Since he was having a lot of fun, we got Grayson Waller and Austin Theory. So they tried to humiliate Kevin Owens, and they threw a bottle at the commentator. So he acts like him getting humiliated was fine, but you don't throw a water bottle. So he just beaten the shit out of both of these guys, and he got suspended. Not really sure why. He was a special guest commentator, doesn't mean he's not an active competitor anymore. Nick Aldis, you're taking this job way too seriously. You just brought the man to SmackDown and you already suspended him. It's interesting though, is LA Knight really finished with the bloodline or not? Next week we're getting Jimmy versus LA Knight, which is fine, but I'm wondering, is this storyline over? Are we still going to see LA Knight versus Roman Reigns? Because if so, I'm not really seeing a point. LA Knight is not winning the championship anyway, so why would we see LA Knight losing again? Not sure about that. Maybe I'm worrying too much. Roman Reigns is not showing up anyway. Of course, we got the main event, and I was like, okay, this is a nice little match, you know, whatever. I'm not really that into it. It's whatever. We've seen something like this a lot of times. But then Asuka refused to tag, and she joined Damage Control. Like, they beaten the crap out of the babyface team. And yeah, this looks good for the first time in a very long time. Probably since they, debuted this faction. This actually looks interesting now. This actually looks like a dominant faction. Not just a group, it's a faction now, and with a lot of great talent. I didn't expect that, and I could see in the near future somebody getting kicked out. And I think it's going to be Bayley and Dakota Kai. But now we know what we're getting at War Games, right? I think it's pretty obvious, and honestly, I think it's pretty interesting. I think it's, I wasn't really excited about the Judgment Day versus Cody's team as well, but I'm kind of glad because this is going to be the final match, and I kind of want to see the conclusion. It's time to end this, and War Games is kind of perfect for that. Just like ending a rivalry inside a Hell in a Cell match. So that was your SmackDown, a pretty good show. Didn't expect that at all. So thank you for watching this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Like, subscribe if you already didn't. The Great One, peace, love, and hugs. It's been a pleasure.